Dave Marsh, iGolf TV, back once again to talk about how we can get the ball down the fairway as far as possible. Do you want to drive the ball 350 yards, 400 yards maybe? These are the videos you need to watch. Robert Karlsson on the European Tour, one of the top players in the world. Before he hits any shot, but especially his drivers, he stands up straight to it. He pulls his shoulders back. He gets prepared and he's ready to hit. This is almost like he's preparing his body. When we're hitting a long drive, we want our body to be working as efficiently as possible. And that's what he's doing. He's putting his shoulders back. He's standing strong. He's not in this weak, weaselly position here. He's stood up and he's ready to go. When we set up to it, we're going to turn the left shoulder back behind that ball. You see that? Turn the left shoulder back behind the ball. We want to load ourselves as much on that backswing. We want to really pull the spring and then let it go. Right. Now, to maximize my distance, I'm going to make sure I do three things. Number one, I'm going to tee the ball a little bit higher. I've already done that. Number two, I'm going to move the ball a little bit further in my stance, more off my left toe, because I want the club to have grounded out the bottom of the swing and start to be climbing. I want as much elevation on the driver when I'm hitting it downwind. The wind, remember, works as a funnel, so it's easier to hit it straight downwind. It's going to keep the spin off the ball. The final thing I want to do is I want to get my head back behind the ball and just hang back on my right side just slightly. Those three things are going to help me to get that ball up into the air and get it flying as far down there as possible. Launch that one high and long, mashed potato, got a chance to get there in two. Now we're going to set up the club almost in this position here to the side of the ball, and then we're going to reach for it a little bit. But reach, don't be afraid to stretch those arms out. Now that gets me into a really good position there. I can go ahead and make a real simple turn from there and get all of the weight of my body through this shot. Let me hit one for you. Now go ahead and work on a tip like that, and I guarantee your drives are going to be further and more accurate. Okay, so that first video, how to drive the ball 400 yards. The greatest thing about that video is we look at some of the different aspects technically and mentally to driving the ball as far as possible. Then we looked at driving the ball downwind and some of the tips that you need to follow there. And finally, just some technical thoughts on driving the ball well. It's so important to get the technical aspects right if you want to get the ball driven out there as far and as straight as possible. Now, come back next time and I'll be loading you with some more tips. Hopefully, we'll keep knocking shots off your game. Season 1 and 2, always go back and watch the videos.